Today we are here to give justice to Mr. Homer Barron, who was taken away in the prime of his life. Homer was a happy, handsome, successful construction foreman with a light-witty personality and many friends. But this wonderful man was deceived and killed by Miss Emile Grieson. We will look back on the unfortunate day Homer's body was discovered, dead and in an advanced state of decay. Killed by Miss Emily, most likely with a poison called arsenic, alluded to in the primary source. Why, you might ask? Why would a woman want to kill such a nice, harmless man? Control. Mr. Barron was about to break things off with Miss Emily, and had told people, and I quote from the primary source, he was not the marrying type. Well, Miss Grieson could not handle this. She had to have control, and if she didn't, she would take it, even if it was at the expense of this young man's life.
I'd like to call one of the townspeoples up to stand. Please approach. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
How would you describe Miss Grieson?
She's a strange, reclusive, lonely woman.
Can you describe to me the relationship of Miss Grieson and Mr. Barron?
They were seen on Sunday afternoons driving a yellow-wheeled buggy, as stated in the primary source, as well as other places. So I guess you can say they were courting non-exclusively. It was oddly shameful.
Is it true that Homer Barron himself remarked that he was not a marrying man?
He did.
Would you say that Miss Grieson thought they were close to marriage?
Yes, she went and bought engraved toiletries for her want-to-be husband.
Exhibit A, Your Honor. The bag of engraved toiletries found in the same room as the body as stated in the primary source. It is also stated in the primary source that Homer was the last seen at Emily's house. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your service for the court. You may be seated. It is logical to conclude that Miss Grieson was more committed to the relationship than Mr. Barron. The next witness I would like to call would be the expert psychologist to help us gain insight into the way Miss Emily's mind works. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Would you say Miss Grieson had a need for control?
Yes.
Would you give us your analysis of exactly why Miss Grieson had this need for control?
The amount of control a person needs stems from the ego mind. The way the ego mind is conditioned gives us our ability to question whether something is functional or dysfunctional. It is also the root in us controlling our behavior. A person with an underdeveloped ego mind wants to exert more control and does not want to trust or let go. The developing of this mind starts with our parents. In Miss Emily's case, the primary source tells us how hard and controlling Emily's father was with her, to the point she rarely left the house, and the idea of dating was out of the question, because her father couldn't let go of her. After his death, you see Emily being raised in a poor environment for developing ego mind has the same control issues. She kept her father's dead body for 3 days because she needed to be able to control the situation, and she was unable to let go.
So Miss Emily, having these symptoms, the man she thought was about to be married to, told her that he was not interested. Her ego mind would need to try and get control of the situation, not want to let him go.
Exactly.
Thank you for the service to the court. You may be seated. Now I'd like to call one of the town druggists to the stand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Is it true that Miss Grieson came to buy arsenic from you?
Yes, it is.
Arsenic has fairly common uses, correct?
Yes, sir. It's used in wood preservation, insecticides, and rat poison. Rat poison is the most common use just because it's good, and you can use it in small doses to kill a rat, and it won't hurt anybody else.
Is arsenic lethal?
It is. For humans, it's lethal in doses of about 100 milligrams to 300 milligrams, and that'll kill a person in about 1 to 4 days.
Right, so it can be dissolved in a drink or put in food?
Yes, very easily.
Not only is there proof that Miss Emily got the poison, but if she needed more, it'd be fairly easy to get her hands on. Right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service to the court. You may be seated.
Our presented argument shows that Miss Grierson not only had the means to kill poor Homer, the arsenic, but also motive, unrequited love. The means and the motive, paired with Miss Grierson's constant need for control, was a recipe for Homer's fatal end. This is a classic case filed under crime of passion. Miss Grierson should not walk free after taking this innocent man's life.